Hi everyone, this is Clear Communication here again. Hope you are fine and that you've had some good days since we last met. Well, it's time to make some new tarot reading, and I have shuffled the card, and I'm also going to use a couple of oracle cards and perhaps also my lucky charm. But this is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot that I will use today, and let's see what kind of messengers and energies that wants to come through today for your highest good in love and light. And before we start, I will take a sip on my coffee, and you are very welcome to join me for these minutes, and I will tell you everything about what is coming in. Well, first of all, I use another oracle deck today from Radleigh Valentine for some clarification, and when I shuffled it, this card fell out, and I always take the cards that fall out because they always have a particular message, and this is the Knight of Pentacles. So for some of you, there is a meaning that you're putting some kind of ground right now, and it's finally moving, but not perhaps not as fast as you would like to move, but it's moving, and it's the thing that you're planting right now and making plans for. It's perhaps you've been thinking about this for a long time, but finally like things are not that you're seeing the results, but it's like things are lightening up, and you can actually take one or a few steps forward, even though you can see he has got nothing written on it. So it's still up to you to fill this map or this way ahead with your own things and your own plans. But things are, you have really made a good ground here, because you can look at the fields here. You have really done the pre-work, and perhaps it's about papers, or you have arranged a lot of things to prepare, because be able to take these steps forward. So and now you're finally there, and things are moving not so fast because it's the Pentacles energy, and they are in the connected to the earth, so it's growing quite slow, but on the other hand, it's very steady, and it's very firm, and it's very stable, and also it's going to be very profitable. So whatever you are planning and moving forward with now, it's going to benefit you in the long haul, in the long run, a lot. So keep on following that path and this project or this dream of yours, whatever you're focusing on right now. And it's like you have a partner in crime, because I see this horse here. There is someone either on the other side or with you in this life, physical life. Someone is also prepared and really is, how do I say it? This person who is alongside with you, and also ready to put a lot of effort and do the work, hard work in this one. And this either person, friend, or your dearest one, or perhaps someone in your family, or an animal, but this person is also prepared to help you a lot, and it's like the both of you are very good together, because that person has something that you don't, and you have something that person doesn't. So it's like you're a very good match, and you're gonna really make it through this, because you have different knowledge and different skills and abilities. So it's a very good combination, you two together here. So if you feel alone in this one, then you should know that you have someone with you from the other side who is working for you and giving you the strength that keep going. And I think that you have a vision inside of you, that you know that this is something good, and you know that this is going to take you forward, and you're going to get some good money out of it in the end. So keep on dreaming and keep on focusing and keep on planning ahead and moving forward, because you are really. And perhaps I see one more thing, because I felt you've been waiting in kind of in a holding, where you haven't prepared as much as you can, but it's like a few things must have been put in place. So perhaps this also is a message that you receive, that it's like a green light for you to keep moving forward. So it could also be that someone is giving you the message to proceed forward. Yeah, so let me see what incoming energies there are for you now. Oh, that's beautiful. And let me see, I always take this one on the bottom of the card because I call it the overall energies, the energies that are surrounding you right now, and it looks very good, the Two of Wands. So it makes me even more confident that it is something that you have been planning, dreaming of, some kind of project, idea, some hobby, or connected to work, or anything that you have been waiting for, and perhaps planning and dreaming about to put into reality. And it's also something, it's not going to take you, it is going to take you in a more geographical space. It's not just here and now, because this person has got the world in his hand. So I feel that this thing that you've been planning and working on, it is something that will actually take you further and take you perhaps even around the world. So maybe it's something that you're planning doing online or from home, but connecting with people. I mean, we have these great possibilities to connect to each other online, but it also makes me feel that you're dreaming big. You just don't limit yourself with where you're at right now. So you have this idea that it can take you far, and it will. I see that it will take you far. And also, if you have many ideas, or perhaps even one or two or more, it's like one of them is going to get a bit stronger. So perhaps this is the thing that you see moving now, one of those ideas. Perhaps you have many good ideas, but it's like one of them is really getting some energy and taking you forward now. And you're quite clear on where you're going, and you're on your way, and you're on the path. And you have this a lot of strength in you. I think you have a very strong mind. You are very clear. Your thoughts are very clear. You're quick and very, how do you say, a lot of power in your thoughts, and also filled with creativity, but also a lot of, how do you say, strength as well. You have a lot of energy. So perhaps this thing gives you energy. But that is surrounding you right now. Or perhaps some of you are planning a trip or somewhere to go. And it's not just an ordinary trip. It can be a trip or a place where you really would like to go, that you've been dreaming of. Or perhaps there is something in that place that you've always wanted to see or been interested in. Yeah, that is what I'm feeling. And when I'm saying that things are moving, I said it's not so fast moving, but they are moving now. That is also the Knight of Swords that tells me, yes, things are moving now. So perhaps it hasn't been so much kind of moving before, but things have been going on, but you haven't seen anything. But now they really are. And I feel this very confident energy. I think you feel very convicted and strong, and you know where you're going, and that you know that you are going forward. But it could also be take it a little bit easy, because I think when you have this thing and you feel the result that things are finally moving in the direction that you want. Because I see the 10 of Wands. Make sure to not burn yourself out, because this can be, even though you think it's funny and you would like to spend a lot of energy and time on this thing, but make sure to balance out, because I feel that this is meant for you, so you won't miss anything. So if you take 1 or 2 days off, or just to feel this energy of moving, you don't need to be active all the time. Make sure to balance out and get some rest as well, even though it's something that is really passionate and really has lightened your sparkle, makes it sparkle inside of you, because you won't miss out on this thing because it's meant for you. So make sure to be a bit calm as well, and get some time to relax. And I can feel perhaps someone else tells you, keep going, do this and do that, but make sure to listen to your own heart, because I mean, you have this strength and you have this courage, you have this, you're on your way. So make sure to I mean, I don't think things will happen faster only because you rush or try to make it happen faster, because things happen when they are supposed to happen. And this is definitely happening for you. And that is coming in for you. I think you can see the end of a heavy cycle. So perhaps either you have put a lot of work into this project or whatever that you're finally seeing moving forward, or it can also be a combination of it with your ordinary life and all the other things and all the other persons who want something for you. So it's been quite a busy time and perhaps quite heavy for you. Perhaps you haven't always seen where you're going. It's more been like you're taking one day at a time, and it's all about sleeping, eating, working, get some rest, and it keeps going. But this card also tells me that you're at the end of a cycle where you can let go of these wands and ease the burden, because it's like this thing that is moving now, and you can see that it's finally going your way. It has been going your way all the time. It's just you haven't perhaps seen the results. So I think that universe has been working for you, and things have been growing, and you haven't just seen it with your own eyes, but now you can see a little bit of it. So it feels like you're also very strong in this. So to see some kind of result and movement also makes you very strong. And you are a very, very strong person. Perhaps you're not the strongest one at the gym, but it's not about that, because you are so strong inside of you and in your mind, and you're so clever, and you have so much wisdom within you. And you're also very good, what's the name in English? You know, when, like in a war, and when people are arguing and fighting with each other, you can be the person in between who talks to both sides. So I feel that you are very good at taking, how do you say, make things calm when it's dramatic and people are perhaps a bit aggressive and arguing. You're the person that comes in the room and everyone just relaxes, because it's like when you are in the room, everyone feels safe, and you have this very kind of softening and calm energy. I don't think you're the kind of person who gets into a lot of arguments, or even though people try to argue with you or have a fight, it's like you're too much more wise, and you're too knowledgeable than starting a fight. So you have this kind of peacemaker, I feel. And you're also very brave, I think. And whatever you can rely to this that I'm talking about with the project and everything that is finally moving, I see that you've been very brave. So perhaps you are a bit of exceptional, because it feels like you're doing something that many other peoples wouldn't even dream about or dare to do. So this is really something that tells a lot about you as a person. You are very, very brave. And you also have this inner knowledge that you are taken care of, you are safe. You can call it this kind of belief. You can believe in anything, but it's like you have this inner knowing that you are protected and that you are taken care of, and that everything will be fine and all is well. So that also tells me that perhaps you have been surrounded or are surrounded by some quite strong persons with a lot of opinions, and it might even be bosses or leaders, or in your family or friendships. It's not the kind of people who just doesn't have an opinion or just sit down and wait for everyone else to say something. I think the people around you are quite strong as well, but you are a person who can really tame them. You can really handle all kinds of persons. So that is really strength for me. And exceptional and ordinary. And it's not ordinary, I mean, you're quite not an ordinary person. And also very beautiful. You're beautiful from the inside and out. That is also something that many people admire in you. Your strength and being the special person that you are. And it's like, I mean, if you come into a room or people are really fighting or arguing or angry with each other, it's like when you come in, you change the whole energy in the room with just your appearance. And I think you can say almost everything or anything to anyone, but they will still not be offended by it. It feels like it's this cotton kind of thing, yes, because I see these flowers. You have this soft energy. So you can really, whatever you say or do, it's this beautiful energy around you. So I return to the word peacemaker. Yeah, that is very good. And know that this energy that you are in right now, you're really on your way to an easier path. Things are getting better and better, and if you have been burdened, handling a lot, taking care of many things and many person, being a kind of key role, this card tells me that you are actually going to get into some calmer waters now. Not only you, the people around you as well, and especially if there might be someone extra who is extra important to you. So I don't know if it's connected to this thing or this that is finally moving, but you know that you can expect things to get much more easier now, and you're really on the right path. Perhaps it also can be to do something about the healing work that you've been working with yourself, and you have healed some wounds from the past or from your childhood, but you're really moving forward now. And this work, perhaps you've been doing it a kind of under the radar. You haven't been telling anyone, but it's really also can be about working with yourself, where you have been protected yourself, your little child, inner child. So, and once again, it feels like you have these people who want to help you and have been helping you alongside here. So I think you have support either in the spiritual world or actually here in the physical world. But I want to take another card and see, okay, so something is really developing here now, because this is Three of Pentacles. This can talk about expansion, something very profitable. Someone wants to connect with you, work with you, and people, like I told you, many people look up to you and see your skills and abilities and your strength and your potential. And this makes it even more clear. So perhaps you will get some kind of message concerning either a new job or this thing that it's all about, your interest, your hobby, home, or whatever, the thing that you are very, very good at. And it's also something that you enjoy a lot. Because I think when you do this thing that I'm talking about, or think about it, it's like the time and space, everything just disappears, and it's something that really makes your heart sparkle and you feel a lot of fun doing it. So I think you sometimes forget the people around you, and perhaps you've been doing this all your life, so you think, well, there's nothing special about this, but you are really special, and the people who are looking at you, they think they admire you and really see your potential, because not everyone can do this kind of work or this thing that you are doing, and you're doing it good. And perhaps some of you will get some kind of be acknowledged, either in a newspaper or in online, or someone is writing about you or your skills, I feel. And that can also lead to some new customers, some new contacts, and some new steps that will take you forward. But really, I want to tell you, because this thing that you're doing, you are really on the right path, and you are kind of an expert and very good at what you're doing, even though people don't always tell you. So trust that you're on the right way. And perhaps someone would like to cooperate or connect with you in this kind of concern to this thing. Okay, so I also pulled a fairy, oracle fairy. It says precious time. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Okay, and what I told you about time, because I felt that you really want to come forward, and when you feel that things are moving, but perhaps they're not moving as fast as you want, but know that the time is working with you, not against you. So make sure to really take care of your time and not work all the time, to make sure to balance yourself up and to recharge your batteries with some other things as well, because you're gonna need the time. And when things are developing even more, I think you will be very, very busy, but in a good way. And also perhaps you can go to I feel a kind of circus or anything that, because I see this kind of, she looks like the Moulin Rouge. Do you know there was this movie? So perhaps you're interested in some kind of show or kind of movie or anything. So make sure to also reload your batteries with doing something that you really like go to the cinema or to take some time off as well. And finally, from the oracle from the Radleigh Valentine. Okay, this was interesting. Another hourglass. I can see it. There is an hourglass here. Can you see it? And another hourglass. It says, "No, it's not yet time. This is not the divine right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching." Exactly, that was what I was talking about, because things are moving with the Knight of Pentacles. Perhaps just not as quick as you want to, but remember that things has to take time to really grow and settle into the ground, and they are right now. So everything will develop in the exact right moment for you, and you're not going to miss anything, because this is so very much a part of your journey ahead and your life path. So don't worry. And you will also feel and know when to act, because this sword here is all about the mind and clarity. You will know when the timing is right. So just keep on doing what you're doing, but don't try to rush anything, because it won't work. yeah, it's still not there. You can see it's almost a little bit more than half here, so it's still some time before you can come to the exact completion, but definitely things are moving exactly the way they should do. And before I leave you, I will take a little lucky charm here. Let me see that. Ooh, that's the 4-leaf clover. That's the lucky clover. So make sure, why did I want to say that? I want to tell you that you have a lot of luck now. The luck is on your side. And here in Sweden, the spring has arrived, and soon I will go and look for these 4-leaf clovers. They are getting off the ground, and perhaps you will find one of those in the coming days, or you should go and look for one. But you definitely, luck is on your side in whole this situation. Well, that was it for today, my dear friend. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and I will see you soon again. Bye bye.